and welcome to another very special episode of GoMo Tonight here from the Space Lounge. I'm your host, Christy Loretto, and I'm here with my lovely co-host,
Zoe Roten-Heinzman.
And we are joined in the Space Lounge, as we will be at some point, in the physical Space Lounge tomorrow night, because this episode will be coming out on Thursday, at the Night Market. We've got the one and only Roy Schlieben. Roy, welcome to the program.
Thank you. I'm glad to be back in the Space Lounge. I can't wait for the real Space Lounge. This is great. Yeah.
Same here. In fact, we're bringing our Space Lounge lava lamp over to Corinne tomorrow night so that she's got it for the setup.
And I hear there's going to be many more lava lamps all around.
That's what I'm told.
Cool.
That's what I'm told. Yeah. So it's very exciting. But as we said in our podcast earlier this week, the night market is, I know it's a committee effort. There's a whole bunch of people that go into this, but I really think we'd be lying if we didn't say that the night market wasn't the brainchild of Roy. So Roy, tell us a little bit about how you were able to break through that, I don't know what we want to call it, that copper ceiling of Peterborough in creating a new traditional nighttime extravaganza every summer. How did this come to be?
Well, it's been, not taking no for an answer. I wanted to see something like this, an event that really brought together artists of all different types and sort of celebrated what we had in this region. That sort of presented a different face to things instead of, the traditional, stuff that we usually have in town. And, something that happened at night, I thought would be cool, like what a great idea. Maybe have people stay up later than 8 o'clock. That was
radical,
and, we did it 4 years ago. Was the first one. And the reaction was just incredible. We were really thrilled how many people came out and said nice things about what we did, which was small at the time, but it really seemed to strike a chord. So we've been able to gain momentum. I have a lot more supporters.
Even despite the COVID gap year, right? I mean, that didn't slow you down at all. I mean, we missed 2020 as we missed everything, but picked right back up where you were.
Yeah. 2021, we were back at it and grew it even. And it's been, I think it sort of brings people together in a really nice way in town. I think people have started to realize what a great thing that is. And so, I don't get any resistance anymore really from the town or,
once you get through that copper ceiling,
people are actually saying, hey, this is a great thing for us. So they've they've sort of joined forces with us, and that allows us to do even more, which this year is sort of a big step forward in that. We're pretty excited about what we have in store here. Yeah.
So what's new? What's new this year?
Okay. So basically, what we had was good, but I was like, I want the energy level to go up a little bit. I want to see dancing. For some reason, I feel like if people are dancing in front of the stage, not just one person, but a lot of people, and and there's just sort of mass jubilation, not just sort of hanging out, but people are really into it. That's what I want to see. So I don't know if I'm going to get there this year, but we're giving it our best shot here.
I think you got a good chance.
I mean, we promised dancing at the after party. Can we deliver some dancing here?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so. We did dance at the after party, but there was the whole crowd that was there was dancing. Exactly.
Everybody was into it.
Everyone.
But hopefully we have better weather than the after party.
I have no doubt. It looking, knock on wood, but it's looking clear right now. So,
so I dug deep. I sort of, how there's tunnels or these legendary tunnels under the downtown Peterborough. Have you heard of those?
No,
No.
really?
Yeah, well, you're like the Monadnock Underground. You should know about
Yeah,
these.
I know.
No,
It's embarrassing.
there's like these tunnels that were used when the downtown was sort of like this mill town area, and they sort of what directed water through different like water mills and stuff, and they're still there.
Interesting. Wow.
So yeah, like I dug deep. I went in
We
there.
actually knew that
Like,
this whole time as
like
Monadnock
I
Underground.
need to like mine up some history. Like where can we find the spirit of something, a different era that was maybe a little more loose, a little more like um, a little embraced some different sort of feelings. And I went back and I found the Funk Mine. I found the Funk Mine, guys. Um,
Yeah.
it was it was abandoned for many many years, and you don't hear about it because I mean nobody even talks about the 60s and 70s in this town. Like
Nope.
nobody
I know
wants to.
nothing.
You start talking about it and they're like, oh no, I was in college, I was elsewhere, like that. Nobody
Mm.
seems to have been here. It's really suspicious, kind of. But
That is suspicious. Yeah.
like so. But I found it. I found sort of the source. I found where that like that spirit of the late 60s and early 70s sort of was deposited here in Peterborough. I'm digging it up. I'm finding a way to pull it out of the ground and put it back in its rightful place in downtown Peterborough.
On the
So,
streets.
yeah, so if you walk, like even now, if you walk around downtown Peterborough, you're going to see some new things. You're going to see some sculptures that are funky, that are like sort of retro styled sculptures that artists have created for our town, and we're displaying it all around. If you go to the Toadstool, if you go to M&T Bank, Steele's, the O Gallery, they're all around.
Are they there already?
Yeah, so yes,
Nice.
we're putting up some
Nice.
today, Thursday, or some are going up, and then we have um, we have this space lounge which you started last year, and we've sort of upped the game there a little bit. We brought in the bar,
Mm-hmm.
Night Owl,
Bar.
the
Night
night,
Owl.
yeah. They have a VW bus outdoor bar set up that's going to be out of this world. You're going to be able to sit there with your drink outside on the library patio and listen to these guys. Their variety show. They have a great setup there. They have some music, dancing, other surprises I think in store. So that's going to be great. And then sort of the cap off the night. Not only do we have our headlining act, Ghost Funk Orchestra, coming up from New York City, and sort of bringing a ton of energy. They're an 8-piece band. They have 2 singers. They have a horn section. They're really their live show is awesome. And then to go with
I
that,
love a horn section.
Mm-hmm.
everybody loves a horn section. I mean,
Yeah.
like that just that's what you need for.
Yeah.
Um, and then to go along with that, we have fire juggling.
Good. I was hoping there would be fire. I think I said that
You
in the
did.
show. I was like, I'm pretty sure there's going to be fire, but I was talking out of my ass, so I'm glad that that's
Yes,
true.
definitely be some fire pyrotechnics to go along with that.
Nice.
So yeah, don't be disappointed. You'll see it all right there.
Yeah. And was I right in saying that the sculpture, it is a contest? Like, is there a winner of the sculptures potentially?
Well, there was a contest, so we received 10 entries, and we selected 6 of them.
Oh,
to
I
be,
see. So the contest was to be there.
yeah, to be there.
Cool. So congrats to the winners, and can't wait to see them.
Oh yeah, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're that's going to be there for 2 months. Those sculptures.
Cool. That's good. Yeah. And you've got, if I remember right, I think I saw earlier, you've got the famous Adim doing some DJing for you on the main stage. Is that right?
So he's the MC for the night. He's going to be doing some Um, uh, he's going to do some games. So you
Mhm.
so we're going to have Name That Tune. We're going to have a dance off. We're going to have
Nice.
also Best Dressed.
I
So
saw that. I
Nice.
really I meant to say that I really appreciate that. I love that. Yes,
you
very
know,
good.
come with your t-shirt, just like try to like dress up for this thing. Like
Right.
night
Some
out,
style.
Peterborough. Come out. Let's dress appropriately.
This is a
Uh,
carnival, you
abs-
know?
yeah. So
Yeah.
we'll be awarding a prize for whoever is the best dressed of that night. Um, so
That's
That's
cool.
yeah, that sounds really cool. That sounds really cool. And so obviously it does take a boatload of you to kind of put this on, right? But you had a decent amount of volunteers come forward this year and
yeah,
the Army.
we have a great group who have started to put this together. Georgia Casamatis helped me with the sculpture exhibition. Corinne and Amy at the library have been, huge in helping to put together a children's activity area, plus, helping to set up the bar and everything on the library patio. Adam has helped with, he got the music, he got the Ghost Funk in.
Nice.
And then, the Maxed team has been working hard on the market part. Luca has helped with, Luca Paris of the chamber has helped, with getting some food trucks in. So
Greater Monadnock Collaborative.
yes, right, I probably
Just kidding.
I remember. Sorry.
That
Yeah,
was for you, Luca.
I'll get there in a couple years. Yeah.
Sure. I'm
Yeah.
just kidding. I call it the chamber too.
Yeah. But speaking of names, I don't know if you heard in our other episode that we were once again confused about whether it's Maxed or Max T. We're hoping you could set us
You just
straight.
said Maxed though.
You did.
Yeah. So Maxed, that is the proper way to say it.
Okay.
This thing, so this is, into the weeds, but we're a nonprofit. We have a board. And after the last appearance, when I referred to things as Max T, I really I heard it.
You heard?
Tyler Ward,
you
how
did,
mean Tyler
did
Ward
call
can be?
Max T?
Yeah, he's the one. I was following him.
Okay, I just forgot. I just assumed I had slipped into.
I always called it Max, and then you came on here and started saying Max T, and I was like, well, from now on, I'm going to say it right.
okay.
I'm like, what a jerk I am.
That was my fault, and I deeply apologize to the confusion I created.
People have been very upset. They've been calling and writing us.
I think we've been calling and writing him.
Yeah, so it's maxed from here on out.
From here on out,
Yeah.
cool.
That was the public apology that we've all been waiting
Yes,
for.
it was.
This Venus retrograde season. Glad you put that to rights.
Absolutely.
Not too proud to apologize. It's
It's all good. It's a minor offense.
All right.
But yeah, I mean, so I feel like we've kind of covered most of what's going on, and of course many of the businesses will be open. Like I know Divine is are they? I don't know if they're sponsors or they seem to be promoting night market though.
So Divine has sponsored the night market this year. We're very
Nice.
grateful to that. They will be.
They were sponsors of our photo contest too, just to throw that
That's
out
right.
there. So
That's true.
nice,
Yeah, they're great.
very collaborative.
They're a great addition to the town.
Love it there.
Yeah, they'll be serving their drinks and snacks and vital provisions. I know your favorite, Chris, will be
Acuna?
aside. Yeah, the Vicuña, former Vicuña now.
I'm just kidding, Vital Provisions, folks. I do love you.
I truly do like them. I enjoy their honey boo boo.
Nice.
It's really good. And then so then Cooper's Hill, Waterhouse, Harlow's, they'll all be open. Oh, the Blackfire Farm pizza truck.
Oh, cool.
So definitely
Big favorite.
Amazing pizza.
Yeah, we haven't talked about the food. What's the food deal this year? I saw a map of food, so it sounds like there's
food
options.
Yeah. Check out our Facebook for the map of food. Yeah, so we have I think it's 9 food trucks
Wow.
coming in.
Way to go.
Yeah, so well, fingers crossed. Sometimes they don't always come when they say they're coming, but
we know.
But yeah, it seems like we've gotten a good response this year. It's always hard. Everybody who's done events knows that bringing in food trucks is something that, you know, it's a challenge every year. And yeah.
Yeah, but you know, to your credit though, for those of you who don't really know the history, like I wasn't there in the inaugural night market, but 2 years ago when we had a tent, I remember because our backs were to the food. There was, you know, Little Roy's had a really great thing going on, and I think that there was one food truck, and both of which were massively popular. Like both of those entities must have made a lot of money that night because the lines were going the whole time. But it wasn't enough to satiate everybody, you know, and so of course I'm sure that was probably the biggest complaint, you know.
Yeah.
And
it always is. Last year, even though we had more food,
I was going to say last year you did better. Like I know it was expanded last year.
It was still a complaint. It was news in the Monadnock Ledger. They covered the food truck situation and the long lines. I was, you know, I felt bad about
that newspaper.
I felt bad about that, but you know, like there are.
There's always going to be lines.
You don't have to, like, if you see a long line, there's plenty of other options, you know, and support your local restaurants as well. You know, we have great food already. So
well, and just for a little perspective though, like to compare it to like another local event, you know, I wasn't there this year, so I can't speak to that. But like last year, I was at the Northlands Festival, you know, and they had like, you know, 15 different trucks of whatever kind, right? And every place had a line. You know what I mean? Like when you got food trucks at a big event, people are gonna get hungry, and everybody wants food, and that's just part of it. So take it easy on everybody about the lines, guys. There might be lines, you know, but that doesn't mean that it's not a good variety and a good setup, you know.
Yeah.
And I honestly, I just find from that 2 years ago, like having just like a couple of options to 9 food trucks plus the local businesses, like that's, I mean, I think that that's a pretty dramatic growth of the food in a short time.
Mm-hmm.
So hats off to you on that one.
Okay.
And fingers crossed that they all show.
Yeah, of course.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, exactly. Well, fingers crossed in general. Well, all right, we don't want to take up too much more of your time, but thanks for coming on. We can't wait to see you and the entire community out there at the night market from 5 to 9 on Friday night the 11th, downtown Peterborough.
5 to 9:30.
5 to 9:30. Oh,
5:30 to 9:30.
Oh, 5:30 to 9:30. Okay. I missed that. Don't listen to me. If you come at 5, you know,
it's okay.
You can see us setting up.
Have a glass of wine.
Yeah, right.
At the Vine.
At the Vine. Yeah, I was going to say, yes, you can stop at the Vine at 5 and have a glass of wine if you'd like to pregame.
Just watch everything set up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Cool. Well, we'll be going on stage at 6. For those of you who missed it, we'll be hosting from 6 to 8 with just a plethora of wonderful entertainers for the variety program and everybody's favorite live reenacted Peterborough Facebook posts. So we'll see you tomorrow night for the greatest event of the summer in the entire Monadnock region. Thanks again, Roy.
All right. Thank you.